book, he met today with the Grand Chancellor of the National Orders of Niger, Colonel Isaka. Lebo Busha and his delegation have been in Burkina since November 11 to learn about endogenous initiatives in metal production. Isaka Lebo Busha, Grand Chancellor of the National Orders of Niger, accompanied by his counterpart from Burkina Faso at the Presidential Palace in Ouagadougou. They were received by the tenant, Captain Ibrahim TRAORE, present in Ouagadougou as part of a working visit between the two countries' chancelleries, Colonel Busha. Results of his visit to Burkina Faso were fruitful and beneficial. Which sign? With the impetus of their excellencies, we plan to continue strengthening these ties and broaden them, because we also plan to contact our counterparts in Mali to see what can be done within the framework of the A.S. and the Confederation of States of the A.S. How to create a framework of our own to support the momentum that our leaders want to suppress within the framework of national sovereignty. The working visit of the Grand Chancellor of the National Orders of Niger to the country of men of integrity is also an opportunity for the sister Republic of Niger to draw inspiration from the Burkinabe model in terms of the production of honorary awards. We ourselves had the opportunity to visit the factory where they have their decorations produced, and we were impressed. An idea and an impetus to be able to always go within the framework of reassurance. Colonel Isaka Lebo Busha confides that these cooperative links between the AUS states have led to initiatives that receive the support and encouragement of the President of Faso.
Greetings, families. Welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. As you have listened, this is a latest development news in Burkina Faso. It went on last week, and the president has received the brothers from Niger. I wish they would share that factory with us, but maybe one day. Yes, there are a lot of things going on back and from Mali, visiting Burkina Faso, doing the same thing, and also Niger, because sometimes it's better to be there in person. So yes, they do not hide it from us. They want to share it with us. Families, there's another important video I've added to this one. It's about the nuclear plant that we are waiting for. Yes, they keep signing the documents back and forth. This one is first time meeting, and also they share that with us. Please listen to update on the nuclear plant. I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
The project to build a nuclear power plant in Burkina Faso is continuing apace. Stakeholders held a scoping meeting with experts from the Russian company Rosatom. During the meeting, the project was evaluated, according to Fanta Ouattara and Wendy M. Oshale. The construction of a nuclear power plant and nuclear pools in Burkina Faso, as expressed by the President of Faso, Captain Ibrahim TRAORE, at the Africa-Russia Summit, is currently in gestation. Here, the Burkinabe players involved in the project exchange views online with experts from the Rosatom State Atomic Energy Corporation. During this scoping meeting, they will assess the technical criteria for setting up the power plant. In the areas of security and the environment, a series of memorandum signatures was signed, namely the roadmap. Next, 3 memorandums were signed concerning infrastructure development relations. Another month is devoted to training and raising public awareness. To carry out the various activities, 3 joint working groups have been set up: the Nuclear Infrastructure Assessment and Development Group, the Nuclear Energy Industry Training Group, and the Public Awareness of Energy Use Group. Nuclear power for peaceful purposes. In terms of the grouping of nuclear agricultural power plants, there is the training aspect, which is really important to take into account to ensure and in any case take charge from start to finish. So the study and feasibility part, through construction to operation, including also dismantling the power plant. The implementation of the future nuclear power plant is intended to be inclusive, involving several ministerial departments. But it will be managed by the National Electricity Company of Guyana. Common communication strategy within the AES. The heads of the departments in charge of this concept in Ouagadougou. In the coming days, a common AES common platform will be set up. The details have been presented to the head of state. We will develop all this information at the opening of this edition. Dahiri.
families have added another video to this one, just make it one because it's all about Burkina Faso. The foreign minister was in Saudi Arabia, met with the Burkinabes there, and listened to their concern, what they need, what they want to do, and he also told them what is going on back home. He explained to them and promised them they will come back to a peaceful country because they continue fighting to save the country. Also, ask them if they can invest in the country as well. You know how they do it. So, yes, listen to that one and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
The last act of the LTA Riyadh president's stay in Saudi Arabia was the meeting with the Istanbul Springs, which had not been attended. The community expressed its concerns about the renewal of administrative documents. Burkina Faso is on the right track, both in the process of reclaiming its national territory and in economic recovery. This is the message sent by the President of the Transitional Legislative Assembly to the Burkinabe community in Riyadh. More than 70% of the territory recovered thanks to the commitment and determination of the fighting forces. Hundreds of thousands of internally displaced people have returned to their places of origin. Thousands of schools reopened, enabling children to return to school, and Burkina Faso to organize large-scale events. To prove to the world that the land of the Intermen is still standing and can still be frequented, the President of the Transitional Legislative Assembly emphasized to his conquered Burkinabes in Riyadh. For the safe and you have completely. He put in the cultural level with the effort of realization. From various meetings, whether it's the National Assembly of Culture, we'll see to successfully organize and Wake International Crafts Hall the personal tour. And where lots of people. This year, Guadeloupe's internationally renowned Zone Affair was more crowded than ever. I've never seen anything like it. That's it. Sometimes, if it's fair to its Burkinabe nationals, who have mobilized in force to reserve a warm welcome for their compatriots who, incidentally, have a number of concerns. For nonsense. Another very small community indeed, and the problem is due to the suspension of the other format of work visas. For Saudi Arabia, therefore, which is why we have highlighted this issue, there is hope for the return of peace and security to Burkina Faso, says Dr. Ousmane Bougman, who above all calls on the Burkinabe community in Riyadh to unite and show solidarity in order to carry the flag of Burkina Faso high in their host country. An appeal, of course, is proof, and this is what Burkinabe nationals are doing for internally displaced people.
I will leave you. Thank you so much for your time. Credit to ORTB and RTB News for sharing this with us. God bless you all, my returning families, my new ones, and my VIPs. Thank you. I'll be back with another update from Mali. God bless you all. See you soon. Bye-bye.